There are live cheats on this monitor right now, and you can't even tell. And worst of all, they're completely undetected cheats. What's going on, gamers? Your dad's favorite streamer here, Caps Lock, back with yet another video, and it's a big one. We're going to talk about how people are cheating in Call of Duty and Warzone and how they look like completely legitimate players.
Now, before we get into this video, I need you guys to understand, this video is from a guy called Caps Locked, and me and him, we don't see eye to eye. But throughout this video, word for word, bar for bar, Caps Lock hit the nail on the head. So let's get into it.
Many of you are familiar with cheaters from the days of early Warzone 1 when Magic Pants would headlock aimbot you from across the map with a DMR or a Car 98. Warzone and Call of Duty have changed a lot since those days, but so is how people cheat. Cheaters like Mr. Magic Pants here were what you would call a rage hacker, and Call of Duty players of any skill level could easily identify a rage hacker, but they usually get banned pretty quickly, especially since the introduction of Ricochet anti-cheat. But over the years, cheaters have adapted to this, and they've done that by tuning their cheats to appear more like a legitimate player, but while still having all the advantages that their cheats have to offer. Cheaters just don't rage hack anymore, and cheat developers even suggest that they don't do it. And that's because of how fast they get detected. Many cheat developers even offer an in-depth guide of how to set their cheats up to look like completely legitimate players. Because of this, the player base at large is under a false impression that cheating has gotten much better. That's not true. I know this to be completely false, and I had to find a way to prove it. To do this, I did something that I would have never seen myself doing. I teamed up with a very knowledgeable longtime cheater. I did this to understand how bad the problem really is in the game right now. These cheats are being used by many people in ranked play, tournaments, wagers, content creation, and even public games. Call of Duty is completely infested and the anti-cheat isn't able to stop it.
So straight off the rip, Caps Locked has made some very valid points. Initially, in Verdansk, when Warzone first hit and the cheaters took over, everybody was rage hacking. Because at that time, there was no anti-cheat that really worked. There was nothing to actually combat the cheaters other than a manual ban, which was causing a lot of ban waves at the time. But he states in the video that people just don't rage hack anymore. And he couldn't be more right. This guy has literally hit the nail on the head with this part. Everybody now who cheats is literally being told by the cheat providers how to set up their cheats to look more legit. And that is so that people using their cheats can avoid being permanently banned, and it's also so these guys can seem legit and seem better at the game than they truly are. And this is a point that Caps Lock makes throughout the video about how people are able to hide their cheats. So let's take a look further into this.
Let's start by how people hide these cheats on their PC. Now, cheaters who want to try and hide it, they're going to store their cheats on an external USB device.
So just put the USB in and insert hacks.
They use these options so that cheats are never downloaded directly on their PC.
Everyone's using this one because it's super safe. It's been safe for over a year now. You're gonna get shadowed, but you get your account back within 7 days. I've been using that for a long time. Everybody that gets shadowed saying, oh, I just got my account back, means I'm not cheating. Stop getting shadowed down and that stuff. They just fucking lie.
And they boot completely from this external device. This makes it much easier to pass a PC check if they're ever found out. Cheat developers even have tutorials on how to fully pass a PC check if a cheater is ever called out.
Okay, so once in the game, press 7, hack menu, pretty standard hack menu, USB, blue, radar, and that. Everything about to make it look as legit as possible. So it's not rage hacking software. So the aimbot, even not setting, will look pretty close to aim assist. So if you put just legit setting, let's say you go halfway, it's gonna look like aim assist. You're gonna miss bullet, you're gonna get killed by controller. So it just looked pretty legit. Well, same thing, just basic. Just where there's a top menu, you can see everything there. Load, aim back, just a pretty basic software. So one way to do it, you put your stick figures on your USB, basically super transparency all the way up, even from your track to see. So And I like to roll on that. You guys can probably not see it, but I have Warzone on.
And due to this, many tournaments require players to use a monitor cam to prove they're not using wall hacks. Unfortunately, this isn't effective either because, as you can see, when tuned right with the right transparency, even wall hacks or 2D radar are impossible to see, and they can be turned off with the click of a button. And for those that don't know, 2D radar is just an active radar on your minimap that's like a UAV, but it's always up. And as you can see, that means monitor cams aren't even effective to prove someone isn't using these cheats. And the cheat developers even offer suggestions on how to set these up too.
And with Caps Lock teaming up with a cheater who's able to demonstrate some things related to hiding cheats, it actually shows just how many different things can be done to hide said cheats. This guy who was demonstrating had his cheat menu popping up that we could see on the monitor cam but could not see on the projected game that was going out to the viewers or the recording. So that shows a way in which cheats can be hidden in the game, but on top of that, he's talking about picking a certain colour and transparency of said ESP wall hacks to allow them not to be seen. But during the recording, we couldn't even see anything related to wall hacks on the monitor cam, and yet he claimed that they were on. And if you guys remember at the start of this video where it's zoomed in, you can actually just about see the cheats showing. Now this shows that a lot of people are probably cheating, and the question is it their fault? Or is it the game developers' fault that people decide to cheat? I would say that it's probably the game developers' fault first and foremost, because they are the ones who allowed this game to go out without a fully working anti-cheat. They are the ones that don't really care about the integrity of the game, or so it seems anyway. And Caps Lock does touch on this further into the video. There are parts of the video that he's put out that I haven't included in today's video, by the way, because if you want to see it through and through from start to finish, I'm going to link Caps Lock's video in the description below, so go and check it out. Go and hit him up, smash that subscribe button, and make sure you hit the like button on his video, because this one is an absolute banger. Let's carry on.
Aimbot settings, when tuned correctly, look exactly like aim assist if used in this way, and you would never notice the difference in a kill cam or by spectating.
Also, I want to show how people make aimbot look like aim assist. Almost impossible to tell if you have aimbot or not. I know there's people using crazy settings that's gonna snap on people. I'm not really targeting those people. I just want to show how people that want to look legit, the streamer, TikTok, whatever they're doing. I want to show how those guys do it to make it look like it's aim assist. So basically everybody know how aimbot work. We got an FOV, little circle in the middle. I don't know if we can see it there. So basically everything in the middle of this circle, little circle will register on target. So all I have to do is go in my aimbot settings. Smoothness, I'll go right in the middle. Stickiness, right in the middle. Show FOV, just so I was able to show you guys. I'll just turn it off, there's no point. And that's basically it. Okay, so what happened now is that everything in this circle will have aimbot, but my aimbot is set so smooth that when I go on target, it's gonna move slowly on target, and then I'm gonna lock on them. I'm not gonna have some crazy snap on people like that. It's not a thing. Nobody's using this. When you see people doing this, the streamer, whatever, they shoot and then they snap on something else, they're with you. It's not a thing. And for me, I used, you can select any key you want, hotkey, to draw the aimbot. I just press my shooting button. Some people would put it on media, some people would put it on fire, some people would put it on other stuff. I like on fire because every time you shoot, you get this aim assist. Technically aimbot, but you get aim assist. Some people who use sniper a lot or other stuff, they're gonna put it on ADS so they get aimbot first and then they can shoot. Everybody's gonna use either one of those keys. Nobody's gonna use foot pedal, aim lock software, other computer. It's way easier than it looks. Everybody's using small FOV, so you cannot snap on two targets at the same time. And everybody's using a mouse button or either the fire button or ADS and controller. Nobody's using foot pedal, that type of stuff. Okay, so I can show you on targets. When I click, I have the aimbot on. You can see this. It almost looks like aim assist. It's slowing down when I cross the target. Yes, you can have people that's gonna literally snap on it. We're still talking about the people that trying to make it look like they're not cheating. Those ones are the ones using. It's barely slowing down. You guys can see my mouse. I still have to move it, and it's just slowing down. But if I decided to just shoot and not move my mouse, I kind of stick into it. I can even feel the recoil. Like, I still have to adjust my recoil. So basically what it gives me is a tiny aim assist. You can boost it up, but if you already have a decent shot, you don't need high settings, so it's just safer. Nobody will know. Okay, and also I'm gonna probably make a quick video on how everybody's cheating in rank, and I'm just gonna prove it basically. Above diamond, it's almost everyone. I played yesterday for maybe 4 or 5 hours. I play maybe 6, 7 games. I was gold something. I didn't play at all this season, and I went all the way up to diamond. Okay, so when I opened it today, I just realized I was shadow banned. I'm just hiding my Activision. I don't really care if they ban this account. It's just a alt account, but I'm still gonna try not to. So I got shadow banned. So basically what I'm gonna do, for me, it's always been 7 days. Some people say 6 days, 5 days, 3 days, 2 days. For me, it's been 7, right on time. If I'm banned tonight at 6 p.m., it's gonna go to next week, 6 p.m., right on time. So what I'm gonna do is next week, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna pay maybe for a couple more hours. And I'm literally just gonna go all the way up to Crimson and Reticence probably. It goes really, really fast. And I might get shadowed again, but I don't think so. For me personally, that's the first time I get shadowed on ranked. I think it's because yesterday was kind of crazy. Usually I never get shadowed on ranked. I'll get shadowed in Warzone after 2 to 3 days. Rank, it's the first time. You just do that type of shit. So when you see somebody cam monitor like that, trust me, they're cheating. So this is basically just from my account, but everybody's using this for Warzone. Ranked, everything. On Warzone, you're gonna get shadow ban, I'd say every 2 to 3 days, unless you like go crazy. But every 2 to 3 days. So all you need is 3 accounts, so you can rotate through shadow bans. So I get shadowed, I get on my second account. I have an account with Steam and another account with Battle.net. You get on the second, third account, and then you just rotate every time the shadow ban get lifted because they're all gonna get lifted. There's no anti-cheat at all whatsoever. So people that say that they got shadowed and I got my account back, I keep getting shadowed non-stop, and I always get my account back because they cannot find anything. Because there's nothing to be found. They're not looking for anything. So there's no anti-cheat. It's not a thing.
So in just a short video, we've been shown that aimbot can be fine-tuned to a point where it just looks like aim assist. We've also seen that wall hacks can be shown on a monitor cam and you just can't see them. And we've been shown that somebody can actually make it up to diamond before getting shadow banned, and he actually claims he'll be able to make it to like iridescence before getting another shadow ban on the account. There is just too much going on when it comes to cheating in Call of Duty, and the harsh reality is this: there are a lot of content creators and streamers who are 100% legit and do things all above board, and they're all going to get tarnished with the same brush as people out there who are closet cheating, and this is the reality. Until the game developers actually pull their finger out of their ass and put some effort into a fully working anti-cheat, it's always going to be a problem. So yes, I do believe there are a lot of legitimate streamers out there, but I also believe that some are cheating. But this is about the whole overall player base. There is a lot of people cheating in ranked and a lot of people cheating in tournaments and wager games. So do you feel hard done by? Probably. Does this mean you should go and cheat as well? Certainly not. Lift your head up high and be the better person. It's that easy. And guys, just in case I didn't make it clear originally, go and check out the caps locked video, which is linked in the description and the pinned comment below. It's an absolute banger start to finish, and I don't want you guys to miss any detail. If you did enjoy today's video, guys, smash that thumbs up, subscribe and turn on notifications if you're new to the channel, because, well, we're on our way to 1 million subscribers. I know we're not close, but I want one of them gold plaques on the wall behind me. And guys, if you want to contact me about a streamer who you believe is cheating, hit me up over on Twitter at badboybeeman1. And one last thing before we go. If you're anything like me and you're dealing with daily stress and a lot of anxiety, believe me when I say this, Supreme CBD products are unreal. These gummies have helped me massively with the anxiety and stress of my everyday workload, and they could probably help you too if you're dealing with those things. I've got other products here as well, including the oil. These drops work great just before you go into bed. For anybody who has like sleepless nights, these can help massively. And I've got plenty of other products to actually test out from them. I've not tried this yet, but it's the deep freeze balm. I've also got the soft gel capsules, and the reason I chose these is because I've got a sweet tooth, and sometimes you can go through the gummies a little bit too fast. And guys, if you want to go and take a look yourself, make sure you use code BBB40 at checkout to save 40%. The link is in the description below.